Baby.
How can the Wizards not be confident when they look as good as that? Here they were, headed to the locker room earlier on. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. And now the opening lineup for Boston. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Horford in at center. And for Washington, Koulibaly is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Jordan Poole. Then it's Sarr. And it's Carrington in at the 2. And with a few games in the books, Greg, what's the key for coaches during this part of the season?
And Kevin, if I were a head coach, I'd be trying to nail down my best 5. NBA games are mostly decided in that final 3 or 4 minutes, so I want to know who I can trust when it matters most.
And the basket is good.
Well, the increasing strength of Jason Tatum is making it harder to knock him off his path. That is nice.
Kuzma outside. Back to Poole. Wizards passing it around. Over to the left wing. Here's the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Kuzma can't get it to go. Here are the Celtics with the ball. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Chatted with Brian Keefe. Now, we talked about the difficulty of trying to contain a player like Jaylen Brown. Coach said we can't let him gain confidence and feel like he can do whatever he wants. That's when you get into trouble. Now it's up to the players to make sure this doesn't happen. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Poole. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Kuzma passes to Sarr. Outside, White. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
That's this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And so Poole will bring it up for the Wizards. 6-point game. You know, DB, I imagine any lineup could benefit from a veteran guy like Al Horford.
Boy, you just look at how younger guys on the team lean on Al. He guides them through any number of experiences. He's been a pro's pro from the moment he entered the league, and he's still having an impact with his defensive ability and range shooting.
And so it's Boston with it, following the bucket by the Wizards. Tatum setting the pick for Holiday. Tries it from the top of the key, and Sarr pulls it down.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Kuzma. Unable to get that one. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Count it. Tatum's got 8.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Kuzma outside. Back to Poole. Five to shoot. Pass to Koulibaly. Here's Carrington. And it's sent back by Horford.
Well, this guy is a consistent shot blocking threat. Al Horford twice on the pipes.
Wizards making a switch here. Valanciunas is checked in.
Number 17, Jonas Valanciunas.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Here's Tatum. 8 points for him. Valanciunas grabs the board.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Pass to Poole. And a wide open look for Sarr. From outside, off the mark.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
Holiday finds Tatum. And here is Horford. Takes a 3. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score, or just great ball movement.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And we've got a timeout call by Brian Keefe. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
At Jason Tatum here, coming off a terrific season, putting in about 27 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. And he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Well, you get the feeling he believes every rebound should be his, and most of them are. This guy is putting up tremendous numbers.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. A finish, and finished off by Brown.
Well, time and time again, Drew Holiday's elite defense becoming a catalyst for his team.
Last game for Boston, they picked up a W against the Hornets in Charlotte. Doors, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously, this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes. They led the league in attempts. But obviously, your two best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that.
Here's Tatum, following the basket by Kyle Kuzma, and it goes down 2 points.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
We've got 1:48 left to play here in the first. Poole kicks to Valanciunas. Pass to Kuzma. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Brown.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Now, here's Poole. He played real well against Atlanta in that last game. Now, Sarr, guarded by Tatum. Holiday against Kuzma. 4 on the shot clock. Valanciunas with a screen on Brown. Jacks up a 3. And it's Carrington missing. Celtics leading by 11. Tatum dishes to White. The tray. It's the three-point bomb.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Holiday against Poole. Valanciunas with a screen on Holiday. The 3 from Poole. The Wizards with another miss. Here's Boston now. They're on an 18-4 run right now. Back to Holiday. Pass to Tatum. Lets the 3 fly. And Valanciunas pulls it down.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Sarr with it. And Tatum over to help. And a wide open look for Valanciunas. It's good from long range.
Takes great confidence in catch-and-shoot situations, and you can see how comfortable Valanciunas is in that opportunity.
Here's Tatum. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Boston shooting their first free throws of this.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team, so you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good. Now, here's Kispert. Here's Bagley. No good on the last second attempt there. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Boston Celtics. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Boston.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. We've got Tatum, and it's Hauser in at the small forward. Pass to Kispert. Fires the three. And the three ball is good. Kispert's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for Washington.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. They've led by as many as 14 points. What strength and power from Tatum.
Now, this is one of the best scorers in the game today. Jason Tatum, we're getting used to performances like this.
Here's Coulibaly. We know, Doris, at one point, the Wizards had one of the most unique pairings in NBA history.
Think back to 1987, 1988, the year you're talking about, when the 5'3" Muggsy Bogues was a teammate of Manute Bol, who stood 7'7" tall. At the time, they were the tallest and shortest players in NBA history, with 28 inches between them. Incredible.
A shot by Pritchard, no good. Wizards trail by 8. Pass to Coulibaly. And he banks in the layup.
Well, easy money, right? I like the strategy. Go inside, get a high percentage look.
Celtics on offense. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Here goes Tatum. Rebound, Washington.
Well, nice job crashing the glass. You'd love to see that kind of effort.
They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And, you know, they played a terrific all-around game. The effort level was there as well as the production.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was hard to imagine them being much better at the offensive end. They were so efficient in almost every aspect.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Butler, he's checked in for Washington. And let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that blocked the most shots in the NBA last year. Number 1, the Celtics.
And that defensive reputation has value in and of itself. I mean, by the end of the season, teams were afraid to take the ball inside.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, "We can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger." Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure.
Oh, how easy it is to get off your feet. How about the spring from Jason Tatum?
Wizards trail by 10. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Three-pointer Bagley. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field. Rule adjustments, Doris, regarding the rip-through move. Do you think those have been effective?
Kevin, I certainly think we've taken a step in the right direction. We have got to give the defense more of a chance at this point, and the idea that you don't get shots on the rip-through is important.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Outside Butler. Pass to Valanciunas. Al Horford with the rebound. They went to Washington for their last meeting with the Wizards, and they came out with a win.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
Now, here's Valanciunas. He's another guy who had a stellar performance in that win against Atlanta. To the middle. Here's Tatum. Throws it down. JT.
Oh, another huge night for Tatum. One of the top scorers in the NBA. Jason beat you in so many different ways.
It's safe to say Jason Tatum is a bona fide superstar.
He certainly is, Kevin, and really been a big-time star from the time he was 23 years old. Lots of pressure on this young player, but Jason's not only embraced it, he's thrived under it.
Shot clock at 5. That's a 2 from Butler. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
You know what to do. Show us your moves.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. Jaylen Brown's checked in for the Celtics. Derek White comes in for Pritchard. 1:53 left in the first half. Outside White. Holiday sets the pick for White. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
And let's check out a breakdown looking at some data for White. He had a strong showing last season, and he's a shot blocker as well. Top 20 in that category last season. Great timing and challenges at the rim.
And again, you gotta love his commitment to excellence. He owns the free throw line. It's truly an impact part of his game. Good on the three-point shot.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the three at almost 60% for the game.
Poole, the pass to Kuzma. Here's Song. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Now here's Tatum. Defense right on him, and the shot goes in.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Wizards trail by 17. Pass to Koulibaly. Sarr with it. And here is Poole, guarded by Holiday. To the inside, to the left wing. Kuzma against Tatum. Unloads. And Boston with the rebound. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
And here's Kuzma, following the 3 from Drew Holiday. Back to Poole. Buried from 15 feet out.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
And so it's Boston with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Here with Jason Tatum. You have been rolling early. How did you get in that rhythm?
Just staying aggressive. Just continue to get in the gym and see something go in. It feels good to see him go in early. And so good to have us have a good start. Hopefully we keep it up.
Yeah, it was flowing great in that first half, Jay. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
Checking out Boston, they should win this one. But we always talk about these trap games where a team comes in thinking that they could just walk away with it.
Especially when the opponent is thirsty, as is the case here. Changing topics now, how impressive was Jason Tatum in that first half?
Well, how about the game Tatum is having? Listen, he's putting everything in his bag and he's going to work.
Tough to guard on the perimeter, difficult to keep up with inside, man. A brutal matchup pretty much so far.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Kyle Kuzma is out there with Song. Then it's Coulibaly. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Carrington in at the 2-guard. So that's who Brian Keefe starts the second half with. And yes, it's good.
Anywhere he is on the floor, Kyle Kuzma has confidence. That's a nice-looking midi.
And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer. But, Craig, he's developed as a passer over time.
And, Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader. But he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates.
Wizards trail by 18. Poole kicks to Kuzma. Holiday against Poole. Sarr sets the screen for Poole. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Now here's Horford. Holiday with it. Now defended by Sarr. Unloads from 13. The shot by Holiday, no good. Washington shooting the ball at 42%. Here's Coulibaly. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jaylen Brown. And DB, the measurables jump off the page for Coulibaly. 6'8" with a 7'2" arm span.
Kev, that's the kind of length that would allow somebody to be a menace defensively. Let's remember, he was the 7th pick back in 2023. The Wizards clearly very high on this young guy's potential.
And that one misses. GA, when it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty draft record over the past decade.
Kevin, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck, only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar-level talent.
And he sinks the second. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
No good off the back of the rim.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always.
And at 7'1", Sarr makes dunking look easy. The defense has to push him further from the rim.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Kuzma against Tatum. And he drives in. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. You know, Doris, from the moment Jason Tatum entered the NBA, he has been the guy on his team. How big a burden do you think that is for a player to carry?
Well, Jason Tatum, regardless of how much responsibility he has always worn it gracefully. This young man, from the time he was a little kid in St. Louis, has dreamed of leading an NBA team. He is doing exactly that.
That free throw, no good. And the way the Celtics can attack teams, Doris, with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
He hits the second from the line.
Well, what's impressive to me about Jason Tatum is how he attacks his weaknesses in the offseason. This guy is committed to greatness.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And now, it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. The Wizards second.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Now, Poole. Shot clock at 6. Sarr sets the screen for Poole. The three-pointer off the mark.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
With the teardrop, and he makes that one. Tatum's got 5 points now this quarter.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Here's Poole. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Sarr sets the screen for Kuzma. Driving inside. Tries again. The shot misses. Great D that time from Tatum.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Brown. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Here's Koulibaly following the basket by Jaylen Brown. And Koulibaly gets it to go. Koulibaly's got 5.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
And the Celtics with possession here. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That will be the 4th of the string of 5 played on the road. Now here is Holiday. He's guarded closely. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 8.
Just incredible focus from the veteran guard. Drew Holiday, no stranger to scoring against a big-time contest.
And so Poole will bring it up for Washington. Pass to Sarr. .129 left to play here in the third. Here's Carrington, guarded by Holiday. And it's Carrington missing. Boston leading by 22. Left side, Tatum. and he didn't get quite enough under that one. Wizards have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Poole, the pass to Kuzma. Here's Carrington, guarded by Holiday. They set the pick. Hand contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one is on Holiday. For Washington, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. That one is off. There's been a lot of turnover in Washington doors over the last few years. Where do you think they go from here?
I think the first thing they're looking for, Kevin, is obviously a cornerstone around which to build your team. Recently, it was Bradley Beal. Now they are looking for someone to step up and be their guy.
And he's good on the second. Well, Greg, Boston didn't just win the title. They won their 18th NBA championship in style.
No series went more than 5, going 16-3 in the postseason, Kevin. Half of those wins were by 15 or more. The Celtics really weren't even challenged during that title run.
Here's Valanciunas. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Well, the big man has quite the presence inside. Jonas Valanciunas gets physical and draws the contact. He's got to stay aggressive.
The first free throw is good.
And a bruising, fundamentally sound big man. Valanciunas is a throwback. More importantly, he's willing to play whatever role is asked of him.
Valanciunas hits them both.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
And here is Brown. There's a screen. And so it's Boston with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for the Celtics, we've got Tatum. And it's Cornette in at the center, locking down the middle. Tatum on the wing. Fades and shoots. Count that one. 33 points for Jason Tatum.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Champagnie. Pass to Bagley. Near the three-point line, it's Kispert. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Boston leading by 19. Tatum looking around.
Screen.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Boy, over the years, Tatum has really mastered the art of drawing fouls.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Doris, why is there so much parity around the NBA now?
Yeah, Kevin, I think the new salary cap rules have certainly contributed to what we're seeing in terms of that parity. Super teams are more difficult to assemble. The talent is more evenly spread. And obviously, it has made for a greater level of competition. What could be better?
He hits both from the stripe. So it's Washington now. Outside Butler. Just over a minute played here in the fourth.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Personal foul. First team foul.
The free throw drops for Butler. Celtics making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. And so Butler nails both of them. Celtics leading by 19 points. Pritchard passes to Tatum. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Boston.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
And that one falls for Tatum. Well, when you talk about the NBA going global, the last 6 MVPs, Doris, as you know, all international players.
Kevin, what I love about this is the NBA wants the best players, regardless of where they come from. There's a time where American players just dominated that award for years and years. Fact of the matter is, it's good for the game to get the baddest, best players in the world, and we've done that.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Outside, George. Pass to Valanciunas. Just 5 on the clock. Wizards passing it around. Kispert, no good.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Now here's Tatum. Plays it up and banks it in. Tatum's got 40 points.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for Washington. Pass to Bagley. Valanciunas with the ball. He gets that one. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Tatum against Bagley. Holiday. And Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And, Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use draft assets.
Valanciunas finds Kispert. Rebounded by Hauser.
Cannot believe he missed that one. Ooh, I'm sure he can't either.
Here's Pritchard. Bagley with the block.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooter.
Well, their pass to Valanciunas. The kick outside to Butler. George sets a screen for Butler. Takes the 13-footer. Can't hit that one. Boston's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Here's Tatum. Washington with the rebound.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Bagley. Now here's Valanciunas, guarded by Tatum. And it's Valanciunas that time on the assist by Bagley. Bagley's got 3 assists now in this one. Boston leading by 22. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter.
Here they come, DC family. It's your Wizards answer.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Jason. Great players. .157 left in the fourth quarter. Cornette passes to Pritchard. Pass to Peterson. Here's Pritchard. 6 to shoot. This one for 3. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line. It's going to go on Johnny Davis.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
And so often, we'll hear talk about how many rings a great player has. Doris, do we emphasize that maybe too much?
I think, Kevin, first and foremost, a great player is great no matter what. This is a team sport, and a player doesn't have control necessarily of the parts and pieces behind him or the organization within which he's trying to succeed. Titles matter, certainly, there's no question, and it's great fodder for fans, but it's not how I define a great player.
Baldwin, he's checked in for Gill. Good on the second free throw. And he nails the third. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
Now here is Davis. And he lays it straight in. Davis has got his first points of the game.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Celtics.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jason Tatum.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Here's Pritchard, who's guarded by Davis. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Baldwin. There's 37 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Davis. Valanciunas inside. Comes up empty down low. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Here's Peterson. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Jalen. A long season. What do you guys need to do to keep it rolling?
Just keep finding consistent rhythm with each other. Keep playing the game the right way, executing the game plan, and just do your job. It'll be fun.
You all did the job tonight, man. Congrats again on the win. Back to you.
Much appreciated, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now we present the player of the game, Jason Tatum.